Khyber Pass mattered because mountains and movement collided here. Between Central Asia and the Indian subcontinent, one narrow corridor became a route for armies, traders, and empires. This was not an open border. The Khyber Pass cut through rugged highlands, linking Afghanistan's interior with the plains around Peshawar. Geography concentrated movement into a few difficult routes. So Khyber was more than a pass, it was a strategic hinge between steppe, highland, and plain. Whoever understood this corridor could project power toward South Asia. The central feature was the corridor itself. Steep ridges narrowed movement, forcing traffic into a limited passage. This made the pass valuable for both access and control. The high ground shaped the danger. Armies and caravans could move through the pass, but surrounding ridges exposed them to ambush, delay, and defensive pressure. The western side connected toward Kabul and the Afghan highlands. This gave Khyber a wider role. It was not only a local route, but part of a long imperial road system. The eastern exit opened toward the Peshawar Valley. After the tight mountain passage, the land widened into a gateway toward the Indus world and northern India. Geography did not only invite movement, it invited fortification. Forts, checkpoints, and tribal control points appeared because the terrain made passage predictable. Khyber can be read through geographic roles. The mountains restricted movement, the pass concentrated traffic. The Peshawar Valley opened the route into South Asia. This is why Khyber became a passage for trade, invasion, and frontier control. Some mountain passes shape history by forcing movement through narrow terrain. Khyber Pass became one of the great gateways between Central Asia and the Indian subcontinent. This was not a broad open frontier. Steep ridges compressed travel into a confined mountain route where movement became easier to monitor, block, or defend. The key effect was geographic concentration. Caravans, armies, and imperial routes all depended on a limited corridor between mountain walls. Geography turned the pass into a strategic choke point. The Mountain Gate role made Khyber more than a local route. It connected Afghan highlands with the Peshawar Plain and the wider Indus world. In this landscape, terrain shaped invasion paths, trade flow, and frontier power. Some mountain routes became powerful because the road itself followed the shape of the land. In Khyber Pass, the path twisted through cliffs, ridges, and narrow bends. This was not a straight road. The route curved through narrow cuts between mountains, where every turn limited speed and visibility. The key effect was forced movement. Armies, caravans, and traders had to follow the curves, slow down, and become exposed at each bend. The snake-like road made Khyber more than a passage. Curves slowed movement, exposed forces, and gave defenders time to react. In this landscape, even the road became part of the control system. Between the Afghan highlands and the plains of South Asia, movement did not spread evenly. It narrowed into one decisive passage, Khyber Pass. The mountains offered few easy alternatives. So trade, armies, and migration were pulled toward this corridor before reaching the open land near Peshawar. Here, the landscape changed quickly. A tight mountain route released movement into a wider plain, turning Khyber into a main doorway toward the Indus world. Khyber became important not simply because it connected to regions, but because it concentrated access between them. In this geography, controlling the route meant controlling one of the major entrances to South Asia. Before Khyber reached the open plains, it passed through a guarded edge. At Jamrud, the mountain road became a controlled entrance toward South Asia. The pass did not simply end here. It shifted from a tight mountain corridor into the wider Peshawar plain where movement could spread outward. That transition made Jamrud important. Traffic leaving the pass could be guided, watched, and redirected before entering the lowland route network. Khyber's plains entrance mattered because it shaped where movement went next. The pass gathered traffic through the mountains, and Jamrud guided that traffic toward Peshawar and the wider Indus world. Khyber Pass shaped history because terrain compressed movement into a narrow mountain corridor. The ridges made passage difficult, the route linked highland and plain, and the eastern exit opened toward the Indus world. More than a road, Khyber became one of history's great geographic gateways.